3, 2, 1. Right. Hello, guys and girls, and welcome back to a new video today. This is my League 2 predictions, my early predictions. So, what I think, what's going to happen, obviously, during this season. So, yes, I'm going to be talking about the 24 teams that I've put in, and I will be talking about the teams that where they came last season. So, it will reflect on where they came in. So, yeah. So, we've got Jamie in today, who is an Oldham fan. Bit of an Oldham scum, but yeah, I'll take it. He's a good mate of mine. So, yeah. Welcome to the stream, Jamie. So,
Thank you for
what are
having
your
me.
thoughts on the new season? For
I'm looking forward to it. We've brought in a few players, obviously,
yeah,
three of them being former Rochdale players. But
yeah, definitely.
hopefully we can keep players like Bachan Buehler. Obviously, McAlane has left
Great
us.
player, great player. He's got great experience. Obviously, he scored the screamer against Tranmere
Yeah,
Rovers, which I
obviously,
was pissed off with. But yeah,
McAlane
um,
gone to Salford, which
I'm not happy about that because obviously the money, £5 a
yeah,
week.
it's definitely gone for the money.
Yeah, definitely. So Mike Lund went as well. Obviously, he
Yeah,
left Rochdale. I don't know how much he's on though.
I think he'll probably be on
£4
about the same as
£4 a week.
yeah.
Personally, for a 30-year-old player, I just don't think he is the person that he should be. Obviously, Tranmere Rovers were that close of getting him done deal. But yeah, hello Morgan, welcome to the stream. But yeah, I've done a different thing to Morgan's. Obviously, I had Morgan I was on Morgan's stream last night, and obviously I put Rochdale in a different place. But I'm not going to tell you where I've put them. So, do you want to start with the first team that you've put 24th?
We're doing 24 first. Right,
Yes.
well, in 24th place, I've gone with Swindon Town because of their financial problems. Obviously,
Yeah.
they can't afford to pay the players at
Yeah.
the moment. Obviously, pre-season's being scrapped as well for them.
Yeah, defo. But they just obviously they came 23rd last season,
Yeah,
and obviously they were in League One. They didn't really do that well, obviously, because I don't know why. I don't know why everyone hates them, but yeah, Swindon Town. I've put them when I've put well, I haven't put Swindon there. I've put Sutton United. Obviously, Sutton United are obviously and just came up from the National League. Obviously, they've never played in this type of football. But
yeah.
yeah, so I think they're going to finish 24th. So, who is your team in 23rd?
23rd place, I've gone with Sutton United because obviously, like you say, it's a new league
Yeah,
for them. Obviously, they're used to playing on 4G pitches, I think.
yeah, I've been there as well. So,
But obviously, they're going to have to change to a grass pitch now, which is going to be
yeah.
new for them. So, yeah, I've gone with
I've,
United.
I've heard they signed Enzo Bourgeois from Notts County today. Obviously, he was meant to be coming to Tranmere, obviously, because obviously we were that close to done. Apparently, he failed the medical. I'm not too sure if that is true, but he did. He's obviously failed because obviously he's not that fit to play for us. Obviously, I don't know what the hell is actually going on with that, but yeah. So I put Swindon Town in 23rd, obviously with the same reasons. Obviously, they've lost their manager in McGreal, and they've lost of players. Pierce, Pierce,
Yeah.
Pierce Sweeney has gone to Exeter. I think it's Pierce Sweeney gone to Exeter, but I'm not too sure what team it is. But yeah, Swindon Town. I just. Oh, I'm probably going to get shit for this, but I do think they'll get relegated.
Yeah.
There's obviously, I remember from Tranmere Rovers days, obviously we played them, they beat us 3-2, and obviously It's one of them. So yeah, I'm saying them for 23rd. So who's your team in 22nd?
22nd, I've gone with Hartlepool United because it's the same reason as Sutton. They've just come up from the National League,
Yeah.
so it's their first time back in league in the EFL for quite a long time now. So
Yeah.
yeah,
So
22nd.
as Morgan's just messaged, John McGill's linked with Rochdale manager still, but I've heard that the former Oldham manager, what's his name?
Harry Q.
No, the other one. He beat Tranmere Rovers in his first game when you beat us 2-0.
Oh,
I was there. What's his name? The one after Paul Scholes.
Richie
What's his name?
Wellens.
The one after Paul Scholes. He's got baldy head.
Oh, I know what you mean.
Yeah, but I've heard
Wild.
Peter Wild. Yeah,
Wild. That's
no,
it.
I've heard he is in talks with you guys, obviously with McGrail, and they're both 5-2 from what I last seen. But yeah, I've gone for a strange one. Obviously, they didn't have a great season, but Tranmere Rovers did play them last game of the season, and it was 0-0, and that is Colchester United. Obviously, they've got Hayden Mullins as their manager, and obviously they came 20th. I just don't think they've obviously got a few decent players from Ipswich. They've got about 3 or 4. Obviously, I just don't think they will gel in. They won't fit right. But yeah, you never know what happens. So I'm going to say Colchester 20th. No, sorry, 22nd. So your team in 21st.
21st, I've gone with Barrow because
Okay.
I'm not sure who they've brought in, but I know last season they didn't do too great in League Two.
Yeah. Hmm. From what I know from Barrow, they did sign Mark Ellis, obviously ex Tranmere Rovers, and obviously went on loan to Notts County. Done really well there. Obviously scored in the playoff semi-final. I think I can't remember who it was against, but yeah, I think it was against Torquay. He scored in the home game, and then obviously Notts County didn't get through to the final, and they got beat. So I've put for the 21st, put Scunthorpe United. I thought Scunthorpe United had a terrible season last season. Obviously, Tranmere beat them 2-0 at Prenton Park, and we got a 0 draw at their place, which we should have won the game. Obviously, we had the great few chances, but we need to take our chances against teams like that. But I'm saying for them to finish 21st, and they were 22nd last season. So, who's your team in 20th?
20th, I've gone with Colchester United because obviously last season they struggled financially as well, same as Swindon this season. I know they've brought in a few players that are all right players, I suppose, but I just don't think they'll be able to gel as a team at the moment. So I've gone with Colchester 20th.
I've gone for number 20th. I've gone for Barrow. Obviously, they've got a new manager in. They've got the former Forest Green manager. Can't remember his name. Can't stand him. But yeah, whoever, I can't remember his name. Yes, Tim. Yes, Tim, mate. Tim's good mate of mine. Yeah, so yeah, Tim, that'll be fantastic if we can win it. But Tim, if I was you, I would stay on this because you'll want to know where I've put Tranmere. But I'm being honest where I'm thinking they're going to be, and obviously I think Jamie's going to be doing the same. So yeah, I've put Barrow. Obviously, I'm not too sure who the manager is. Can't remember. If anyone, do you know who it is?
Not too sure, no.
Hang on. but we have beaten them in the past. Obviously, we beat Barrow last season at home, and obviously we did get a draw at their place, obviously with Vaughan scoring, and then one of their best players scored when they got a penalty. So your team in 19th, who is it?
19th place, I've gone with Scunthorpe United because obviously, as you say, they did shocking last season. Oldham got a draw away against them last season as well. But obviously, they beat us at our place, but we didn't have a very great home record last season.
Yeah.
Last season, most of the teams in the league beat us at our place.
Yeah. So I've gone for a team in 19th, Hartlepool United. I think they will stay up just about. Obviously, they came fourth last season. Obviously, they won the playoff final at Bristol City. They've got a good fan base. They've got a good few players. Obviously, their fans are amazing. Obviously, the last game of the season, they always come in really something stupid. Obviously, something like Smurfs or something. But it is really funny because from what I remember, the last season one of the last seasons we played them, they came in Smurfs and they beat us 2-1, but we did get promoted that season. So it wasn't a bad way to get beat, but yeah, we know what happens. But yeah, so I'm thinking they'll finish 19th, and obviously they've got an ex Tranmere Rovers legend in I can't remember his name. Oh, it's gone out of my head, but yeah, you know what I mean. So yeah, team in 18th. Who you saying?
18th place, I've gone with Stevenage United because again, I'm not sure who they've signed.
Yeah.
They didn't do obviously 2 seasons ago. I think it was they just survived relegation because of obviously the other team got deducted points.
So I'm going to say for 18th, Crawley Town. Crawley Town did beat us last season, which is, I don't know what happened. We did get beat 4-0, and we did get beat 1-0 at home, and obviously we got beat 4-0 away. But I just think Crawley Town don't have the greatest players that they've had. Obviously, they've got a few decent players, but who's their main striker? They've got a good striker, but I can't remember his name. But yeah, Vince Crawley Town, okay ground, but yeah. So I'm saying them for 18th, and they did finish 12th last season. So going into the team that is going to be in 17th, who have you gone for?
17th, I've gone with my team, Oldham. Because the signings we've probably made one alright signing in Alan Hope, obviously striker.
Yeah,
the rest of them.
Yeah,
from Swindon. Obviously, the rest of them former Rochdale players who I've not heard brilliant things about. So obviously, we've lost Conor McElhaney as well.
For money.
A massive loss for us.
Yeah.
But if we can make a few alright signings, we could finish a bit higher. But for now, I'm going to stick with Oldham 17th place.
So, just before we go on to what I've decided, what do you think of Hallam Hope as a striker from Swindon?
Of what I've seen of him, he looks like an alright player for League Two. Obviously, League One is a bit different, but League Two.
I think it would be a bit too big for him to go to a club, obviously like Oldham. But yeah, you never know; he could be good. So, for the team that I've put in 17th is the same team that you put in 17th, Oldham Athletic. So Oldham Athletic, obviously, they've got rid of their best player in McClenny, however you say his name. But yeah, I just think they'll stay up. They've got a good fan base, obviously, because when they come to Tranmere, they always bring a big crowd. Obviously, the last season or the season before when we did play him. I thought they were good. Obviously, it was a 1-1 draw, but yeah, it was no, sorry, it was 1-1. So I think there will be around the bottom of the half, but yeah, they could do well next season. So yeah, they could be potentially playoffs, but you never know. You never know. So yeah, team in 16th. Who are you going for?
16th place, I've gone with Crawley Town. So, they didn't do too bad last season. They had a few alright results.
Yeah.
But they've lost a few players since then.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go with Crawley Town, 16th place.
Yeah. They came 12th.
12th,
So yeah. What number? What number on? I can't remember.
16th.
16th. Right. So the team in 16th, I've gone for the team that I've went up last season, and they've done really well last season. And I've gone for Harrogate Town. I thought they played fantastic football when they came to Prenton Park. Obviously, they were winning in the game one time, and Tranmere Rovers did win 3-2. Obviously, they played really well in that game. To be fair, we should have got something. They should have got something out of the game, but it just wasn't to be for them. But when we did play them in the first game, that was our first away win last season. So, what am I thinking? Obviously, I think they've got a good fan base, they've got good players, but yeah, I can see them staying up this season, definitely.
Yeah.
So the team in 15th, who you gone for?
I've gone with Harrogate Town in 15th because it's the second season now in the EFL.
Done really well as well. So.
Yeah, they did. They had a really good start last season. Like the first few games, obviously they started at the top of the league and then they just fell down because of a run off form. So I'm gonna go with.
I'm sure they had a crazy game, something like 6-5, or was it 5-5 against Cambridge United?
Cambridge, yeah.
Didn't they win like 6-5? It was a crazy game.
They came from behind as well a couple of times.
Yeah. And I wouldn't be surprised if they had a chance to get playoffs coming the end of the season. So you never know. You just never know. So 15th, I've said, is Stevenage. We're getting a few decent players in for next season. Obviously, it's a tricky place to go to. Obviously, going their place and obviously them going to your place. Obviously, we did get beat by them at home, and obviously we did get a 0-0 draw at their place, which was a boring 0-0 draw, but they should have won. But the thing is, I think Stevenage will always be around that round 15th, 16th, 17th in the league. So yeah. So the next one is number 14. Who have you gone for?
14th place. I've gone with Mansfield Town in 14th.
Okay.
I'm not sure. I've not looked at who Mansfield have brought in this season.
From what I know, they have brought in Manchester United on loan goalkeeper. Used to play for Southend. Nick, was it Nick? Someone. Can't remember his name, but yeah. But he's an okay keeper. Obviously, Tranmere Rovers were in for him as well, but he obviously didn't come to us. Otherwise, I'd have done a video about him. But yeah, so for number 14, I have said Port Vale. Obviously, they've made a few decent signings. Obviously, with James Wilson, fantastic striker. But the thing is, with them, will they gel? That is my problem. Personally, in my first time I wrote that for my predictions, I put them in the top 7. But then you're thinking, will they gel? And obviously, they came 13th last season. But yeah, they missed it. I think the season before that they missed out on playoffs. I think.
I think they did. I think they finished about 9th in the table.
Yeah, something like that. So yeah, Port Vale, good away day. Obviously, we play them second game of the season, and hopefully fans will be there in the away end. If it was anything like last season when we won 4-3 last minute, it will go off. So yeah, me and Jamie will talk about the after the predictions. But yeah, so obviously I've said Port Vale and I've put them 14th. So who have you said in number 13?
For the same reason, I've gone with Port Vale in 13th place because obviously I just don't think the players are going to
Yeah,
gel together.
yeah.
So yeah, I've put 13th place. I've gone with Port Vale.
I've gone for Northampton. Northampton obviously got relegated from League One and then obviously going down to League Two. Obviously, they finished 22nd last season. They've got a good few players, and obviously, Paul Lewis has joined them, obviously, because he used to play for Tranmere Rovers. And I just think Paul Lewis isn't the greatest player for Tranmere Rovers last season because they were putting him up in as a striker, which he's not a striker, and he's a midfielder. But yeah, but Northampton got a good stadium, 6 fields. But yeah, be nice to go there again for this season coming up. So the team in 12th, who have you put?
I've gone with Northampton Town in 12th place because obviously they got relegated from League One.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if they have done any business in this window.
yeah. Apart from Paul Lewis and someone else, they've signed a few more. I'm sure they have.
Yeah, and
From what I've seen.
a few players have been sold as well. So I think
Yeah,
Northampton. Yeah,
I heard that Tranmere wanted one of their strikers, Smith.
aye.
I'm not sure. Do you know who he is?
I've not seen much of Smith.
No. Well done. Someone saying Chris D is well done with your vlogs, Alex Duncan. Thank you, mate. Glad we got Melon back. Yeah, I'll be talking about this after we've done our predictions. Obviously, with the managers, obviously what's happened today. So yeah, obviously you say Northampton. So you think Northampton will be 12th? Is
12th.
that what you're saying? So yeah. So my team is going to be a shock. Exeter City. They always around the playoffs, but they didn't get it last season. Obviously, they missed out. They should have. I think did they win their game last season against Barrow? I'm sure it was against Barrow last season.
I think did they not finish 8th last season?
Something like that. But yeah, they just missed out. Obviously, they've signed George Ray from where is he from? Tranmere Rovers. He's not the greatest defender, but yeah, happily to see him go. Obviously, good luck to him. Obviously, but we just got to see what happens with Exeter, and they got rid of Ryan Bellman, who's gone to Shrewsbury Town, which that would have been a good sign for Tranmere Rovers if that happened. But yeah, so they actually came in 10th last season. Came in 10th, which I thought they were a bit higher, but obviously not. So who's your team in 11th?
In 11th place, I've gone with Rochdale because obviously they've got no manager now. They've not made any signings at all as yet.
Yeah, I agree on that.
I think they're the only team so far in League Two that's not made a signing. I
Yeah,
believe.
and they haven't got a manager as well.
For that reason, I'm going to go with Rochdale in 11th
Yeah,
place.
So I've gone for Walsall, who are 11th. Walsall are always around 11th, 10th, 12th, 13th, and they came 19th last season, but they did get Manny Montfay from Tranmere Rovers this season. Manny Montfay is a good player, but he does lose his confidence now and again. Obviously, we're going to be playing him first game of the season, which I'm looking forward to because it's our first game of the season. Tranmere Rovers against Walsall, but they have made some signings. Josh Labadie from Newport County, good player. And yeah, so I'm saying Walsall 11th. So my number 10, what's your number 10? Sorry.
I've gone with Exeter in 10th place because, as you say, they missed out on playoffs last season. They usually always find a way into the playoff spots, which last season is one of the only seasons that they didn't do that. So, yeah, I've gone with Exeter in 10th place.
I've gone for Mansfield. They've got a good manager. Obviously, he was the ex-Burton manager. I think he's been at the likes of Plymouth, I think, Sheffield United. And so they signed the goalkeeper from Manchester United. And they've done a few more signings. I think they signed a few defenders and a striker. I remember the names, but yeah. So I think they'll finish 10th this season. So who's your team in 9th?
In 9th place, I've gone with Carlisle United. I've not seen their business, who they've brought in or who's being sold or anything. Last season, they finished around. Last season, I think they finished in the playoffs, but this season, I'm going to go with 10th place.
Yeah, they finished 10th last season, actually.
Yeah, so I'm going to go with them to finish 10th again this season.
And they did have 3 games off because of COVID. They had about the amount of players they had was crazy. But yes, for the team 9th, I've gone for Rochdale. Obviously, same reasons what you said. With they've got no manager, and they need a manager more than anything, and they need to sign players. Obviously, because it's pre-season next week, and some have already started, so they need to be quick as hell if they want to reach where they want to be, which is obviously League One. They've got to do something about it. So I can't see them getting in the top 7.
No.
So the team in 8th, who are you saying?
I've gone with Walsall in 8th place, just missing out on the playoff spots.
Yeah.
I think Walsall's just going to miss out.
Yeah, so I'm saying Carlisle United. They've got a good few players to send. Corey Whelan, obviously, he used to play in Australia, and I think he used to play for the Wigan. And yeah, I think Carlisle will be up there next season. Maybe in the top 7, but I just think they're going to miss out at this moment of time. We've got Mickey Mouse, yes, mate. But yeah, so the team in 7th, who are you saying?
Team is 7th. I've gone with Leyton Orient to get the final playoff position, because Leyton Orient, they are a good side, especially at home.
Yeah, they are fantastic.
Especially at home. Away, they're sometimes good away as well.
Yeah.
So to get that final playoff spot, I've gone with Leyton Orient 7th place.
You're welcome, Chris. You're welcome. from what I know about Leighton Orient, it's a great stadium. It's one of my favourite stadiums in the league, probably my favourite, because their fans are really nice. Obviously, I had a bit of banter with one of their goalkeepers the last time I was there.
Yeah, they've brought in manager Kenny Jackett as well from Portsmouth.
That's a fantastic sign. That's a fantastic move for Leighton Orient. They've got a good fan base. Obviously, they've got Jeremy McAnuff. Is he still playing?
Yeah.
He's still playing. Good player, great player. He knows where the goal is. Obviously, he was at Reading and done really well. So the team in 7th I've done is the team that I hate and the team that I have the day after my birthday, which I'm fuming about because I don't really want to go there the day after my birthday because it's Forest Green Rovers. But yeah, they've got a new manager. They've signed a few players. They've lost Luke Shep, Liam Shepherd plays for Salford now, doesn't
he?
Yeah. Forest Green, who named some players. Obviously, I can't even think. But yeah, Forest Green 7th, team in 6th.
I've put Forest Green in 6th place because again they always seem to get into the playoffs. They always, obviously last season, I think they lost in the playoff final, did they? No, the playoff semi-finals.
We got beat by Newport County.
Yeah, the playoff semi-finals by Newport.
Kevin Ellison scored the screamer.
Yeah. See, it was a thriller match that as well.
Yeah. So the team I've put in 6th is Newport County. Newport County have got a good team, but the only thing that lacks them, they just can't finish the final third. They can't finish it at Wembley. Obviously, they obviously want to go up to where they want to be, and yeah. So Newport's not the greatest place to go for a Tuesday night game, obviously because Tranmere Rovers have done that a few times. Can't help it. I can't stop saying obviously it's crazy. So yeah, I'm saying Newport 6th. Who are you saying number 5?
I've gone with Newport County in 5th place. So last season, playoff final.
Yeah.
So they lost in the playoff final last season.
Yeah.
This season, I think they'll get another playoff spot, but I think they'll finish 5th place.
Yeah. So 5th place, I've gone for Leighton Orient. Leighton Orient came 11th. They came 11th last season, and they've got a good team. They've got a good fan base, like I said. But yeah, I just think because they've got a good manager, I think Kenny Jackett will give them the edge and the spirit to get them to where they want to be. But yeah, so I'm going to say them to get 5th, and they've got a great stadium. So the team in 4th.
4th place, I have gone with Bradford City. Because Bradford, they're a decent team. They've obviously got a decent ground in Valley Parade as well.
Yeah.
Which is a very good away day as well. So
Never done it.
I'm gonna go with Bradford City.
I'm going for the same. I've said Bradford City. They came 15th last season, and I think because they've got the former Morecambe manager, can't remember his name, but yeah, I just think they'll get they'll get 4th, and they've got one of our best players, Liam Wydell. I hate to say it, but if he scored against us, I would be fuming. But yeah, so we're going into the top 3 now. Who have you said?
In 3rd place, I've gone with Salford City. Obviously, they've brought in Conor McAlena, which
Yep.
is a good player. They've brought in a few other good players. So they've brought in Lund as well, who played for Rochdale last season.
Yeah.
So Salford, I'm going to go with third place. So Salford City are going to get promoted to League One next season.
Well, I've gone for the same again. They came 8th last season. They just missed out on playoffs because I think they had their game later on than others. When I think their game was 4:00, and our games were 3:00. So yeah, Salford say, like Jamie said, they've got some great players. Obviously, they've got the Class 92 United legends that are their owners. But yeah, I think they'll go up this season and get third. So who's your top two? Go on, who's your second?
I have gone with your team, Tranmere.
Connie.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's better now.
In number 2, I've gone with your team, Tranmere Rovers. Because obviously, Bristol City, they came down from League One.
Bristol Rovers, you mean?
Bristol Rovers, sorry.
Right,
Sorry,
no
Bristol City fans. So yeah, Bristol Rovers obviously came down last season from League One. But they are a good team.
Yeah.
Tranmere, they're making some good signings. Obviously, they brought in Glatzel from Liverpool as well, who is a very good, young, talented player.
Have you seen him play?
I've seen bits of him. I think he'll do very well for Tranmere, I think.
Let's just hope he doesn't get injured. So,
Dylan Bahambuler's being linked, but I'm hoping Dylan Bahambuler obviously has been linked with Tranmere, but I'm hoping Oldham can keep hold of him. And I think Tranmere, they'll get second place.
Right. I may as well just say it. I've put Tranmere Rovers in second place as well. My team, Tranmere Rovers, I just think it's our time to go up again for the coming season. Obviously, it's going to be amazing with the fans back. I'm going Rangers on Saturday, which is going to be amazing. But yeah, just to be back in that stadium and seeing the team, seeing the players, seeing goals, hopefully. And yeah, but we have to go up this season. We have to.
Yeah.
Obviously, Palios has brought in Mickey Mellon back, which is fantastic. But we need the right players. We personally getting that guy from Salford. I was like thinking when he's not scored many goals, but that's the thing I'm more worried about because he hasn't scored. Obviously, when he was at Salford, he was scoring for fun.
That Emmanuel Desarouve, where you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We used to play for you guys as well.
Yeah.
So, I don't know with Manny. Obviously, we've signed Ryan Watson from Northampton. Cogley from Birmingham. Obviously, he used to play in the Premier League. So, not a bad shout of him being in our team. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to just seeing what happens. So yeah, who is your first place? I think we know who it is. So who have you said?
Yeah. The Bristol Rovers first place because they are a decent team. I think they'll do very well in League One, League Two, with the teams that are in it. Obviously, they've brought in a few good players as well.
Yeah,
good. I'm not sure who's left them, but obviously the players have brought in. I think they'll do well in League Two. So Bristol Rovers first place.
Yeah. So mine is Bristol Rovers. Tranmere Rovers have signed Tom Davis from Bristol Rovers. I'm not too sure how long he's staying for. I think it's a 2-year deal. I'm not too sure unless someone knows. Tim, if you can message, that would be fantastic. But yeah, we've signed Tom Davis. Obviously, they've got Joe Barton as their manager. Is an okay manager, but
Yeah.
as a manager, he can be a bit out of his head, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
He's a bit crazy, a bit loopy. But yeah, we so yeah, I think they'll go. Obviously, Charlie will be happy that I've said that because he is a Bristol Rovers fan. So yeah, that is my that's my my team selections for the League Two 2021-22 season. So Jamie, who do you think will be your underdogs?
My underdogs, I think, is going to be.
Go on.
I'm going to have to say Rochdale because obviously they've not brought in any players. They've got no manager, so I think I'm going to have to say them because they could just get a decent manager in. They could get a few all right players, and they could easily get a playoff spot. So I'm going to have to say Rochdale. As much as I hate to say that.
Ben Morgan be loving you right now.
Yeah, as much as I hate to say it, obviously there's no manager, no players. We don't know who they're going to bring in yet, so.
From what I've seen, it's going to be that Peter, who used to be at Oldham, or
Yeah.
John McGreal, possibly. Unless things have changed. But,
Peter Wadd's an Oldham lad as well.
Yeah. So I don't think he would want to go to Rochdale.
Nah, he's a big Oldham fan, so I don't think he'll get him.
So who am I going to say? I think that's a difficult one. But if I had to say someone, I'd have to say Leighton Orient or Carlisle. Yeah, I'm going to say Leighton Orient or Carlisle United. Because I think he was on. Yeah, I'm sure Tom Davis was more of over 1 year. I'm sure, but oh well. But yeah, so about what we heard today, what are you thinking of the news about what Boris said?
Well, I'm very happy hearing that we could have a full capacity, but I suppose
First game of the season.
First game, obviously, we have to wait and see yet because things could change. But obviously, hearing that news today is a big boost for fans, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, away fans will, if as it stands, will be back in stadiums.
Hopefully, with away fans. I think that's what everyone wants to know.
Yeah.
Are away fans going to be in? Obviously, going away games is so much better than going home games. Has to be. Obviously, going to Oldham away on the Tuesday night about possibly three times. But do you know who we play? Obviously, we've got you guys, we've got Salford and Leeds. But do you know who we're playing? Do you know how it's going? Like, who's going to be the home team?
I'm not too sure. I don't think they've done the I don't think they've done like who's going to be at home or away yet.
Yeah.
Obviously, Leeds. Obviously, the Leeds game. We're all going to be at home, but Oldham, Salford.
Yeah, we're going to be at home as well.
But obviously, the Oldham, Salford, Tranmere. I'm not sure who's going to be the home and away teams out of.
If it was me, I would rather have Leeds at home, Salford away, and you guys at home. Because the amount of times we've got you away this season is crazy. We've already got you away in the league and obviously in the Carabao Cup for the first game of the Carabao Cup. So yeah, but anything else you want to talk about? Yeah, managers. So you looking forward to next season?
I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully, we'll bring in a few other players because. See, I spoke to a few Rochdale fans about obviously the players that we signed, because a few of them are a few of their former players. And I've not heard great things about them. So, but hopefully in an Oldham shirt they'll step up, and one of them will score away at Rochdale as well.
That'd be nice. It'll piss off Morgan, definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
So, just before we finish, what are your thoughts on that Manny guy from Oldham that used to play for you guys? Now, obviously, he's come to Tranmere. Just before we end it.
He made his debut away at Macclesfield Town. Obviously, he started the game, and then he went off injured after about 10 minutes. He didn't play much after that, and I think he made about 4 or 5 appearances off the bench, so I've not seen too much of him. But obviously last season at Salford, he was scoring quite a few goals. So I've seen he scored quite a few goals for Salford last season.
I think that was when National League won it. Or was that?
He scored most of their goals in the National League, but in League last season he scored
about 2
goals. Yeah,
I think he scored about 2. And so I've just seen Tim has put Barrows the dark horses. For doing that, are we expecting Ollie Banks screamer at Penn Park? For doing that, well, yeah.
he's Barrow, no.
Yeah, he's at Barrow, but yeah. So yeah, thank you for being on, Jamie. So yeah, it's finished. Well, we finished talking about the teams, the 24 teams in League 2 for next season. So guys, comment down below who do you think will be in the top 3, top 7, and the bottom 2. So Banks and Ellis, yes or no? Banks and Ellis, so yeah. Guys, just in bottom guy. Yeah, I'm happy to see Galazzo play. He could play on Saturday, so hopefully I will be doing a vlog on Saturday. I can't wait. Rangers at home. I prefer Rangers to Celtic. But yeah. So yeah. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. So up the Tranmere Super White Army. Thank you for being on, Jamie.
Yep, thanks for having me on.
You're welcome. So yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit. Peace out, Super White Army. Okay, let me just. Oh shit.